Hello everyone, my name is Arohi and welcome to my channel. So guys, in my today's video we will see what is LangChain and how we can use LangChain to create our own generative AI applications. So LangChain is an open source framework using which you can create various generative AI applications. LangChain allows you to use various large language models, whether they are paid models or they are the open source LLMs. You can use paid or open source LLMs to create your own generative AI applications. So for example, ChatGPT is an app which is created using large language model GPT 3.5 and 4. Okay, so this GPT 3.5 and 4, this is a LLM and this LLM is used in ChatGPT. In the same way, we will create our own app and that app will use some LLM to answer the questions. Let's say you want to develop a ChatGPT like application tailored for your business, such as customer care service bot, and you can perform that, you can do that with the help of LangChain. So to start using LangChain, first you need to sign up and log into LangChain website. So this is the LangChain website. Here just click on this sign up. So I'm just continuing with my Google, and here, so once you logged in, you will see this kind of screen, and under project you can see the projects. So by default you'll see this project only, and this one I have created myself. Just click on it and here you can see the different activities I have performed in this project. And then guys, you need to create an API key. Okay, and using that API key we will be working. And to create an API key, just click on this settings and then click on this create an API key and write a name. Let's say I'm writing demo 1, and then click on this create API key. You will get this kind of API key. Okay, just copy this API key and save it somewhere, because we will need this API key later on. And once you done that, just close it. So I am deleting it because I don't want this API key right now, but in your case you will save this API key because we'll use it later. So this is the first step. Now let's try to build a basic application, generative AI application using LangChain. So guys, for my today's tutorial we'll use LangChain, and through LangChain we'll use the Google's Gemini model, and to create an application, web application, we will use Streamlit. So don't worry, I'll show you all the steps one by one, and you can execute these commands with me and you will have the application by the end of this video with you. Let me show you the demo app first so that you will get an idea what kind of app we are building today, and then I'll show you the code. So to run the app, you just need to open command prompt and then enter in a drive where your code is. My code is in E drive, and in that I have this folder, and then I have this. Here I have created a separate environment with the name of my VNV. Now I'm activating our environment. So guys, it's always a best practice to work under a separate environment. So I'll show you how you will create this environment. Right now I'm just showing you the app, what kind of app we are going to build. Okay, after that I'll show you all the steps, how to execute all these steps to get this kind of environment, and then how to create and run your application. Okay, now as it is a Streamlit app, so we'll write Streamlit run. This is the app we want to run. Hit enter. So this is a basic question answering app. Here you can ask a question to the Gemini language model. So this is a open source model, you can use it for free. And let's try a question. Now let's ask, write a program to read all the frames of a video, and hit enter. So yeah, here you can see that this Gemini model gave us this function. So this kind of code you get, and you can also copy and use it anywhere, wherever you want to use. And below that you can also see the explanation. This is the first thing we are going to do in our today's class. We are going to build a basic question answering app using Gemini model. So once we do that, after that we will also use this model. Just do Control Z. Okay, now I'll show you the next app which we are going to build with it. So that is this. So this is a language translator app. Now I want to use this model, text generation model, for language translation, and we are translating from English to German. We'll write a sentence in English and our Gemini model will convert it into German. Let's say I'm writing, how are you? Your model should give you the output this. So this is the answer, language translation to German. Now I write, I love programming. So this is what you get. So these two different applications we are going to build in our today's class. So now let's start. First thing is environment setup. To set up the environment, let me close everything and show you all the steps one by one. Okay, in this folder I'm going to work, right? So just open command prompt, enter in the drive wherever your folder is. So my folder is in here. Okay, so I've entered in this folder. Here I want to create a separate environment to run this. So for that, so using this command, I'm creating an environment with this name. After running this command, you'll see a myvenv folder inside this first gen app folder. And this 3.10 means I'm using Python 3.10 to create this environment, and then hit enter. So we have this folder over here. Now the next thing is to activate the environment. And to activate the environment, you will write the environment name, scripts, and activate. So this is how you create and activate the environment in Windows. So now our environment is created. Now we will install all the packages which are required to run our today's code. First we will upgrade the pip, and for that we will write this command, python-m pip install upgrade pip, enter. So once you upgraded the pip, now we are installing LangChain, Google Gen AI, and the Pillow module. So if you want to use Google large language models with the LangChain, then you need to install this package. Okay, so hit enter. So now it is installed. Next step is to install Streamlit. Why we need Streamlit? Because we are going to build our web application using Streamlit. So pip install Streamlit will install this package. Now we have installed the Streamlit also. The next step is to install this package, python-env. So this package will help us to load the environment variables in a very easy way. So I'll show you how this package is going to help us later. So right now just install it, pip install.env. Okay, now we are done with it. So guys, as I've told you, we are going to build our LangChain application using Gemini model. Okay, so Gemini model is by Google. So whenever you want to use any large language model, you need a specific API key to use that particular model. So let's say if you want to use OpenAI model, then you need a OpenAI API key. And then if you want to use the this large language models which are available by Google, then you need a API key from your Google account. Okay, so for our today's tutorial, we need a API key to use Gemini model, and we'll get it from our Google account, your Gmail account. You'll log into your Gmail account, and then so to create an API key, you will write this. I'll mention this link in the description section. So for this page, you first need to log into your account, okay? And then here, get an API key. You will click on it, and then click on this get an API key, and just click on this and continue, and here click on this create an API key, and okay, it will, you need to write the project name for which you want to create an API key. So just write my first project and then click on this. This will give you an API key. So this API key you'll copy from here. So this is the API key, just copy it and save it somewhere. So this is how you'll get an API key. Next step is to understand the code. Now let's understand the code. So first code which we are going to understand is this, and let me open this file. So this is the code. First we are importing all the required modules. Streamlit module is required because we want to run and we want to create an Streamlit app web application, and then this will help us to load the environment variable. And what we are going to have in our environment variable, the Google API key. Okay, I'll show you in some time. And then these three modules are from LangChain. Using these modules we are going to work with our application. Okay, first thing is, whenever you want to load the environment variables, you just write this, and all the environment variables which are present here, you'll create one file with the name of .env, and in that file you'll write Google API key, and here you have to paste the API key which you got few minutes back. We are also using the LangChain API key. So how we'll get the LangChain API key? So guys, remember in the beginning of our today's tutorial, I'll show you that you have to log in to your LangChain account and then click on settings here, LangChain, and then you have to just go back. This kind of screen you'll see, and from settings, from API keys, if you have a API key then you'll use it, otherwise create an API key, copy that API key and then paste that API key in your environment variable, and in this LangChain project write the project name. Okay, so this can be anything. Once you have that, save it, and then here we are. So guys, this is the code. Here you can see, first we have imported all the required modules. Here we are loading those environment variables. Then in this line we are using the LLM, Gemini LLM. And from where we are using this Gemini LLM? From this module. Okay, from LangChain Google GenAI module. So whenever you want to use any LLM from Google, then you need this module. So from this module I want to specifically use this Gemini model. So these are the other parameters, and then we are providing a prompt over here, and for prompt we are using chat prompt template. So these are basically, there are various templates, prompt templates. So the template which we are using is this. System means bot and the human means this. For human we will get the question here, and st.title means, so st is a streamlit, right? So we want to provide some title to our application, so this is the title, and then we need our input box where user will type the query, and this will be the placeholder for this. So let me open this app first and then we'll see it. So we were here, we have activated the environment. Now write streamlit run Gemini app3.py. This will open our app. This is our app. Now here you can ask a question. So this we are getting with the help of st.title, and this input text, enter your question here. This, enter your question here. This we got with this, and then this we are str output parser. This we are using to parse our output, to get our output in a more readable form, and then we are creating a chain. Chain simply means how the process should work. First, you prompt, user will write the question, that question will go to LLM, LLM will produce the output, and we will see it on screen, right? This is our chain. Now if input text, if user entered input over here in this box, Then we want to invoke the chain, right? And in that chain, what text we want to provide? This text, the text which user will write, that text will go to the chain, and what will happen? Text is here, the prompt is here, the text will go to the LLM will provide us the output. Okay, so this is what is happening in this particular code. Any question you can ask. Who are you? And this is the reply by this model. And if you want to ask any other question, like provide me a step-by-step instructions to build Android app, let's say if you want to stop this process, you can click on this stop, and on this side there is an option of rerun also. So let's say you are making some changes in your code, okay, and you are saving it, and after that you need to rerun this Streamlit app from here. So here we get the answer for this Android app. See, right? So this is how you can use this Gemini LLM through LangChain for your application. Now let's see how to use this Gemini model on a different application. Now let's say you want to build a language translator application using this Gemini model. We have this code. Okay, let me open this file, and here we are first importing all the required modules. Then we are loading the environment variable. This I've shown you that the environment variable which you have in .env file, and what we have in env file are API keys, our Google API key and the LangChain API key. So that's what we are doing, and here we are calling the model. So these are the, till now we have the same steps. We are calling the model. Which model we are using? We are using the same model. Here you can work with some other model also, okay? And then we are using a prompt, and this time we are using a different prompt because our task is different. What we want is, we want to convert the text which we are going to provide to model. What we want to do, we want to translate it into other language. So this is what we have: prompt for system, you are a helpful assistant, translate the input language to output language. This we will provide in some time. And for human will only provide the input, and our model will convert that input to this output language. Okay, this is our prompt, and this is the title of that application. Now let me run this application also so that we can see what we get. So now we want to run Streamlit, run Gemini app. This is what we want to run now. Okay, so see, the title of this application is here. Okay, now let's try to change the title of this app. LangChain demo with Gemini. I want to add language translator also. Okay, now save the changes here. To reflect the changes here, you will rerun it, and when you will rerun it, you will see those changes here. Here we will write the sentence, and that sentence will be translated into different language, the German. Text input. This is the prompt where user will type the sentence, and then we have our output parser which will provide us the output, and this is where we are creating a chain. The chain is same. Prompt will go to LLM will perform the functionality on it and will get the output. And if input text is mentioned, if user have written an input here, then we want to invoke the chain, and our input language is English and the output language is German. You can change the language over here, and then your model will perform the translation on the basis of these two languages. Okay, and the input we are getting from the input text. So user is typing text over here, is becoming the input to our chain, and then that text is in English, our model will convert it into German. Okay, so st.write simply means you will see the output on the Streamlit app. Now let's test this code. Just write something like I live in India, and it will convert that text into German. See, we are using the same model, using that same Gemini model, we are performing various different applications. So with the help of text generation, the Gemini model is a text generation model. It will generate text, and you can use text generation model in various applications, like as we have seen the basic question answering app, and then we have used the text generation model on language translation application as well, right? So this is how you can perform various tasks with single LLM. So I have provided the link in description section. You can get this code, you can try this code, and I hope this video is helpful. So guys, if you like my content, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.